messages. Anyway, what's up? What's up, people? How are you this morning? I swear, I think the lighting in my kitchen sucks. Uh, Started a podcast recently. I think that is going incredibly well. Got some good information out. Got some good information coming out. There's a lot to know. There's a whole bunch of muck about lawns that I hear every day about schedules to follow and what people think they should do. Let me tell you here, folks, we're in the southern Gulf Coast. Our lawns act a little different, our weather's a little different. It's all an extra challenge around here because it's like everyone's weather, right? But we get our heat and it's miserable. So something I can guarantee you happens. I probably spoke about this in my upcoming podcast that will be published this Friday. Is it may be cool. We may be getting a little bit of rain now, but we're always guaranteed like 4 to 6 weeks of dry, hot weather. And I always look at it like that's the time to prepare for all the time. Man, this lighting is really bugging me. So as we do, things to consider is top dressing, mowing height, getting your irrigation down. I swear, of all the challenges out there, it's not fertilizer, it's not weeds, it's between mowing and watering, right? You water a lawn correctly, you're going to be amazed what happens. And that changes drastically because it's been April, it's been cool weather, but yet it's still been relatively dry. I have a small front yard, and I can tell you, I still don't think I'm watering it enough. And I'm the guy who's telling everyone how to do this. I don't have an irrigation system, I only have a sprinkler, so I don't always feel like putting it out, I'll be honest. And I'll have a rough time wanting to even fertilize lawns for people who don't have irrigation systems because I know they're going to feel the same way I do, right? They're like, it should rain tomorrow. It doesn't look that bad right now. I don't really want to do it. But I did just put out a bunch of fertilizer on my lawn. Guess what I need to do? I need to go water it. I don't care that it's like 50 degrees in the morning, which it has been. I think it's been warming up a little bit the last couple days, but it's getting to 80 degrees, and still, whether it's 50 degrees or 80 degrees, things can dry out. Now I've been planting a lot of roses lately, and I really think that helps because I do know of most plants, roses require a certain amount of attention. They definitely require a little bit more drainage in the soil and watering, especially if you want to get a lot of flowers. Will they live without a lot of watering? Absolutely. But will they flower a lot? No, not really. Uh, so I'll be watching my flowers, and now I'm noticing that they are blooming a lot more. So I'm like, okay, I'm starting to put on more adequate water than before. So as you get into your lawn care journey, I would always recommend read labels, read directions, okay? They're very important. Don't put stuff out haphazardly. That's how I got in this business, because I didn't read labels and I screwed some shit up. Or this side of this business anyway. Started out in lawn maintenance and had a tree business. Learned a lot on those sides, a lot of experience. But then, burnt some grass, got sick myself from using herbicides, and realized, holy crap, there's a lot of fine print on some of those labels, and how many of us read them? I didn't, and I know if I didn't, it's safe to assume a lot of other people don't, especially because I hear the same thing every day. People put out like a weed and feed, they say, oh, well, I'm going to do it before the rain. It says specifically not to, okay? So if you are going to put out any products, make sure to water adequately. My personal recommendations, I do make my own fertilizer, and I even say with my own fertilizer, please water it heavily for the first 2 days. Never ever depend on rain. It's going to be a huge factor because you want that lawn to grow in as lush and as thick as possible before we start getting to those 100-degree temps, because it's almost a guarantee. If you're in this southern Gulf Coast, Texas area, you're going to get those temperatures. So you want your grass as healthy and thick as possible. Anyway, just my 2 cents on a Monday morning. Thank you for popping in. I very much appreciate your support, and we got more coming. Also, the next thing that you can look out for is the use of Fiesta Weed Killer to see how effective it is on various weeds across the lawn. Because I know, as much as I want to be organic and natural, weed killing is still a high priority in the lawn maintenance world. So I do want to find an effective solution. And so far, I have found that Fiesta Weed Killer, being iron based, knocks out a lot of different weeds, but I'm not 100% sold on their directions. It's a really great starting point, but again, for us being where we're at, as long as it's cooler temperatures, I'm noticing I can put that rate a little higher. But they do say not to use it more than 4 times a year, so I'm gonna stick to that. But I got some in, gonna spray it on my lawns, gonna spray it on a few other lawns, and knock out some weeds later this week, as soon as I know there isn't any wet weather coming. Because it is supposed to sit for like 3 hours, so I want it to be the most effective as possible. It is not a cheap product. Anyway, go check out hippiefertilizing.com. If you're in the Leak City, Clear Lake area, you need help with the lawn, call Hippie Fertilizing. Peace.